Hello students, myself Rohini Athre, subject biology, Srini Minath Jain, secondary and higher secondary school, Chandwad. In today's video, we will start our next lesson, chapter number 11, respiration in plants. Okay, have you familiar this word, respiration? What is meant by respiration? How we do respiration? We may take oxygen, inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of CO2. Then what is the purpose of respiration? Oxidation of food material to break down into simple molecules and liberate the energy. It is the function of respiration. Means for the production of energy, respiration process is essential. Like human being or other animals, respiration is also takes place in plants. Okay. In today's video, we will learn about the respiration in plants. How the respiration will takes place. Okay. Oxidation of sugar to produce usable energy in the form of ATP and NADH2 is known as respiration. Means when oxygen is taken inside, oxidation of food material takes place. The breaking of complex organic molecules or substrates through to release the energy is known as oxidation or is known as respiration of substrate or respiration of complex food material to release the energy. Where does it occur? It occurs in mitochondria of living cell. Then respiration is of two types, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. The process of respiration, it is completed through the three major steps. First is glycolysis, second is citric acid cycle or Krebs cycle, and third is electron transport system or oxidative phosphorylation. Okay. We continue with the glycolysis. Glycolysis comes from the two words, it having two words, glycose and lysis. Glycose means sweet or glucose. Okay. And lysing means breakdown or spilting. Then what is the meaning of glycolysis? Glycolysis means breakdown of glucose molecule or spilting of glucose molecule. As the pathway or the process of glycolysis was discovered by Emden, Meyerhof and Parnas, the glycolysis was also known by the name EMP pathway by the name of scientist. Okay. Then glycolysis is the sequence of reaction. It is the enzymatic reaction in which glucose molecule, it is oxidized to form two molecules of pyruvate. As glucose contains 6 carbon atom, you know the formula of glucose C6H12O6 means it contains 6 carbon atom. It gets splitting, it undergoes breakdown to form 3 carbon containing compound pyruvate. Glucose oxidized to form 2 molecules of pyruvate. It is a unique pathway which occur aerobically as well as anaerobically. Means it is independent of oxygen. Here these are the major pathway of utilization of glucose. Look at the diagram. Centrally placed glucose is there. if it undergoes oxidation via pentose phosphate pathway, it is converted into ribose 5 phosphate. If it gets stored, it undergoes storage, it may be stored in the form of glycogen, starch or sucrose. And if it is synthesized in the form of structure polymers, it may be in the form of extracellular matrix and cell wall polysaccharides. Okay, then in our today's interested topic, if it undergoes oxidation via the glycolysis, it is converted into pyruvate. Means it is the rough pathway, or it is the shortcut method, glucose converted into pyruvate by the method glycolysis. Okay, this is the entire pathway of glucose. First pathway and then second pathway. We may discuss one by one step. The entire glycolysis is divided into 2 phases. When glucose undergoes breakdown to form 3 carbon containing pyruvate, it shows 2 phases. First phase is preparatory phase and second is payoff phase. Okay, we start with preparatory phase. What is meant by preparation? That is to form. Okay, it consists of 1 to 5 steps. Okay, here once again look at this schematic pathway. The left sided part, it is the first phase and it is known as preparatory phase, and towards the right side it is the second phase, payoff phase. Okay, means in preparatory phase it containing 1 to 5 steps of glycolysis, in which the glucose is enzymatically phosphorylated by ATP to yield fructose 1,6 biphosphate, and then it spills to form 2 molecules of 3 carbon containing glyceraldehyde or dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Okay, thus the first phase result in the cleavage of hexose chain. Hexose means 6 carbon. This cleavage requires an investment of 2 ATP molecules to activate the glucose molecule and prepare it for its cleavage into 3 carbon compound. Okay, look at the diagram. First start with glucose. It contains 6 carbon atom. It undergoes phosphorylation to form glucose 6-phosphate. Glucose 6-phosphate undergoes isomerization in presence of enzyme phosphohexose isomerase and in presence of magnesium ion, and convert into fructose 6-phosphate. Okay, just isomerization is there. Glucose is isomerized to form fructose and 6-phosphate remains as it is. Okay, then this fructose 6-phosphate, it undergoes phosphorylation. What is meant by phosphorylation? Addition of phosphate group. Fructose 6-phosphate. What is meant by fructose 6-phosphate? 6 indicate the 6th carbon atom. At 6th carbon atom, phosphate group is attached. Okay, then it again undergoes phosphorylation to form fructose 1,6-diphosphate. Diphosphate means 2 phosphate. Now here 2 phosphate groups are attached at 1st carbon atom and at 6th carbon atom. Okay, means fructose 6-phosphate undergoes phosphorylation to form fructose 1,6-diphosphate. Then it undergoes cleavage. What is meant by cleavage? Breakdown into 2 similar molecules in presence of enzyme phosphorylase isomerase. There are formation of 2 molecules. First molecule is dihydroxyacetone 3-phosphate. Here what is meant by 3-phosphate? Phosphate is attached at 3 carbon, carbon number 3. And second compound is glycerol aldehyde 3-phosphate. Here also phosphate group is attached at the third carbon atom. Means here fructose 1,6-diphosphate undergoes cleavage to form two similar molecules. One is dihydroxyacetone phosphate and second is glycerol aldehyde phosphate. Okay. Then second phase, payoff phase. Payoff phase, in this phase it consists of 5 reactions of or the last 5 reaction from the glycolysis. In this phase, the release of ATP molecule during the conversion of glycerol aldehyde 3-phosphate to 2 molecules of pyruvate. Here 4 molecules of ADP are phosphorylate to ATP. Means here ATP are formed, and in preparatory phase ATP molecules are utilized. Then these are the second phase reactions from the second step. What are these? 1,3-diphosphoglycerate, then 3-phosphoglycerate, 2-phosphoglycerate, then phosphoenol pyruvate, and last is pyruvate. Here at the last point pyruvate molecule is formed. Okay, we may discuss one by one. Here stepwise explanation of glycolysis. Step first, what is the name? What is the reaction here? Phosphorylation. Glucose is phosphorylated by ATP to form sugar phosphate. Okay, this is irreversible reaction and catalyzed by the enzyme hexokinase. Thus the reaction can be represented as glucose undergoes phosphorylation to form glucose 6-phosphate. Okay, what is meant by phosphorylation? Addition of phosphate, glucose plus phosphate, then this phosphate is taken from ATP. Look at here, ATP, what is meant by ATP? Adenine triphosphate, and it is, look at the arrow, ATP is converted into ADP. What is ADP? Adenine diphosphate. Okay, means one phosphate is released from ATP and it is added into glucose, and glucose is converted into glucose 6-phosphate. Okay, then second step, isomerization. What happened during isomerization? Just glucose 6-phosphate undergoes isomerization to form fructose 6-phosphate. Glucose and fructose, these are isomers of each other, and glucose undergoes isomerization to form fructose 6-phosphate in presence of enzyme phosphoglucoisomerase. Then third step, once again phosphorylation. What is meant by phosphorylation? Addition of phosphate. Here who undergoes phosphorylation? Which compound undergoes phosphorylation? Fructose 6-phosphate undergoes phosphorylation, or it is phosphorylated by ATP to fructose 1,6-biphosphate. Biphosphate, or you may read it as a diphosphate. Look at here, fructose 6-phosphate, only one phosphate is there. Now what is meant by 6? 6 means 6th carbon atom. Now at the first carbon atom once again phosphate is added, and hence the name is fructose 1,6-diphosphate or biphosphate, and ATP is converted into ADP. One phosphate is added. Then which enzyme is used? Phosphofructokinase. Then next one, breakdown or cleavage. This step is also known as cleavage. Here the 6-carbon sugar or glucose is cleaved to produce 2 3-carbon containing molecules. Which are they? The first is glycerol aldehyde 3-phosphate and second is dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Now look at here, fructose 1,6-biphosphate cleaved into two molecules, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Okay, and both these two are isomers of each other. Then next one, fifth step is isomerization. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate is oxidized to form glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Okay, and this reaction is catalyzed by the triose phosphate isomerase enzyme. Look at the reaction. Now here, what does this 2 indicates? 2 indicates 2 molecules. One molecule contain 3 carbon and second molecule contain 3 carbon, means from glucose there are 6 carbon atom. Okay, then sixth step, it is from the payoff phase, and up to the 5 these are from the preparatory phase. Okay, then we start with the payoff phase. 2 molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate are oxidized, and there is conversion into 1,3-biphosphoglycerate. Aldehyde is converted into carboxylic acid. Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, 2 molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate converted into 1,3-biphosphoglycerate. In presence of enzyme glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase and one more additional NAD plus 2 inorganic phosphate, they are used. Okay, they are converted into 2NADH plus H2. Okay, here additional substrate it is used in the form of NAD, and 1 NADH2 is equal to 3 ATP molecules in the form of energy. Then next is 7th step, in which 1,3-biphosphoglycerate it is converted into 3-phosphoglycerate. Now what happened here? First is 1,3-biphosphoglycerate and next is 3-phosphoglycerate. Then what about 1? Means at the first carbon the phosphate which is present or which is attached, it gets removed. Okay, the removed phosphate group, it is picked up by ADP and it is converted into 2 ATP molecules. Okay, 1,3-biphosphoglycerate converted into 3-phosphoglycerate, and meanwhile twice ADP is converted into twice ATP. Why here 2 ATP molecules are taken? As being 2 molecules of these 2 phosphoglycerates are used. Then step 8, 3-phosphoglycerate, it is converted into 2-phosphoglycerate. What happened here? Just shifting. At the third carbon atom phosphate group is attached, it gets shifted towards the second carbon and hence the name is 2-phosphoglycerate. Next is 9, dehydration of twice 2-phosphoglycerate. This is the second reaction of glycolysis where the high energy phosphate compound is formed. 2-phosphoglycerate is dehydrated by the action of endolase enzyme and it is converted into phosphoenol pyruvate. Look at the reaction. 2-phosphoglycerate converted into phosphoenol pyruvate. What is meant by dehydration? Removal of water. And last one, here phosphoenol pyruvate is converted into pyruvate by the process of phosphorylation. Here 2 ADP molecules are used, which are converted into 2 molecules of ATP in presence of enzyme pyruvate kinase. Means once again, from what is meant by glycolysis, glucose molecule break into 2 molecules of pyruvate. At the last, there is formation of 2 molecules of pyruvate or pyruvic acid. Once again, this one is overall balance sheet of glycolysis. Each molecule of glucose gives 2 molecules of pyruvate. In overall 10 reactions which are summarized here, glucose is converted into 2 molecules of pyruvate. Okay. Glucose is oxidized to pyruvate, NAD is reduced to NADH, and ADP is phosphorylated to ATP. Then here overall these are the energy yield during the glycolysis. Overall total net gain of ATP is equal to 2. Okay, thank you. In our today's video, we discuss about the glycolysis. Then a homework is for you. You may write down all the notes from this PDF or from our textbook, and then write down all these reactions. Question may be asked, what is meant by isomerization, what is meant by phosphorylation, how many ATP molecules are formed during glycolysis. Okay, then what are the different phases or what are the different steps of glycolysis, what is meant by glycolysis. Okay, and second homework for you, you may write down all this schematic pathway for the glycolysis. Okay, this is the pathway for glycolysis. From left side it is the first phase, preparatory phase, and second path from the right side it is the second phase, that is the payoff phase. Okay, once again here starting from glucose, it undergoes phosphorylation to form glucose 6-phosphate. It undergoes isomerization to form fructose 6-phosphate. It again undergoes phosphorylation to form fructose 1,6-diphosphate. It undergoes cleavage to form 2 molecules, dihydroxyacetone phosphate and glyceraldehyde phosphate. Then it undergoes isomerization to form 2 molecules of glyceraldehyde phosphate. It undergoes phosphorylation to form 1,3-diphosphoglycerate. Okay. Then it again undergoes phosphorylation to form 3-phosphoglycerate. Then a shifting is there, just it undergoes shifting to form 2-phosphoglycerate. It undergoes dehydration to form phosphoenol pyruvate, and last one it undergoes phosphorylation to form 2 molecules of pyruvate. Okay, means these are the total 10 reactions which undergoes which having the enzymatic reactions. Okay, once again, definition of glycolysis: breakdown of glucose molecule into 2 molecules of pyruvate, and it is the common pathway for aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Okay, thank you.